Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. Leading the Raiders sideline, that is head coach Pete Carroll. This guy's playing one of those dreaded body clock games, making a long trip to the East Coast. On the opposing sideline, head coach of the Commanders, Dan Quinn. These guys 2-0 as well, so two of the league's better teams meeting here this week. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. And things will end there, but plenty of damage already done. They've got it down inside the opposing 45 following the return.
I'll say it again, Kate. I love these new kickoff rules. This is exactly what we all wanted to see. All of us understood the safety concerns of the kickoff, but we did not want to see this explosive, game-changing play out of the game, and we did. And in fact, in this one, we got to see it.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. All right, here we go. Second down. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That's good for a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Daniels from the pistol. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's good for a Washington. 1st down and goal.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
Gay, the kickoff for Washington.
Trey Tucker to return it. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out had the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
A 400-plus yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. And it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
Second and 10. Again, it's Smith. That's to the rookie out of TCU. And he'll get it up to the 44. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down, Raiders.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Incomplete. It's second down.
Play fake, now Smith to throw. Completed over the middle. On the move, past the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. First carry here for Ashton Genty. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's second down now.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. Brings up second down.
A give here to Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
There on the stop. No gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, Smith. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Daniels on first down. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory.
The 40-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Christian Wilkins. Third and just 2 to go.
Makes it third and 2.
From the gun, it's Daniels. It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
4 yards. That's good for a Washington Commanders. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing on first down, Daniels. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
To throw again, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to run for it. Daniels hit, he lost the football. And it's a turnover, the defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down, Smith to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 18-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Smith. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's third down.
Sending a receiver left.
Yards to go.
Smith on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Raiders.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Genty from the gun. Escapes a defender. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Going to the ground again on first. Has a big hole left. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders capitalize on that turnover and take the lead.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
On second down, Robinson. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 36-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
From the 39. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Smith to the air now. Looking Myers, and he's got it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. They go play action. Here's Smith. That's Besh with the catch. He's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. And the Las
First and
Vegas
10 now from the 30. They give up the guns. It's Genty. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. From the 23. Hauled in by Myers. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Offense set for a first and 10.
And the Raider first down.
From the red zone now. Looking for some. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Dumped off to his running back. Touchdown! The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage.
Touchdown Raiders.
So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first.
Washington first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This guy, Kate, he really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
A gain of 12 yards.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he is stopped a long ways from that line to gain. They force a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
This is Genty on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Smith. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Commanders, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pressure comes, and he's taken down. The Raiders got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And that brings up 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Starts his return from the 23. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun give here to Genty. Jukes out a one-stop. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Going left side, Bowers has it. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
First down, Las Vegas.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Smith's pass.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Incomplete. He was defended by...
Back to the air, it's Smith. Complete, it's Myers. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. And off to Jency. And give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Back to Jency. Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play. Working inside the red zone. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Raiders make it a 16-point ball game. Geno Smith with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Commanders set to take over. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders, with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. Here's second and 5. Steps up and he's running with it. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first. Working quickly here.
That's good for a Commanders.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
On first down, here's Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down.
Daniels going to keep it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Daniels now on first down. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They are now set for first and 10.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Washington.
On the gun, it's Daniels. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Incomplete.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Dump off caught by his back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. He's running for it. Nice piece of work there. That's 9 yards. Might encourage them to go for it now on 4. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. Daniels to throw on 4th. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders jump some of the lead off before the half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Gay with the point after. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 10.
Raiders 24, Commanders 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Smith. He keeps it and takes off. Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Oh, he's keeping it again. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 38.
Final throw before the break. Taking it on the slant by Besh. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our 3rd quarter. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Las Vegas 1st down.
Giving this to Genty. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. All down that time by Jonathan Jones. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
At the 40-yard line.
Straight ahead with Genty. He takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
And it's 3rd down.
Myers, the motion man here. And
play.
That's a
at the
short gain of 1.
20-yard line.
And that's
A
good
gain
for
of
a
1
Raiders
yard.
first.
And a Raider first down.
Now Smith taking off with it. They cross the 40 on a nice run. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. On the ground with Genty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the Commanders' 20-yard line.
Another give here to Genty. The second down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Smith taking off with it. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
The sack sets up a tough 3rd and goal. They're at the 12. Here's Smith. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the upright. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead.
31. Commanders 14.
Thanks so much for that look around the league, Scott. Now let's turn our attention back to this one as we get set to begin our 3rd quarter. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin are ready for another look on offense. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. Starting the half with Robinson. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates get to see the body language. They'll nod, they'll agree, they'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. 3rd and long for Daniels. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
34 yards. That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Shotgun snap, the give to Robinson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
there on the
A
tackle.
less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Daniels now. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
And a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard
The give now out of the shotgun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He was taken down behind the line.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Down to the 10. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
39 yards. That's another Commanders.
Robinson can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and goal.
It's now 4th down.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They'll run it with Robinson. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
16 yards.
Eagle play action. Here's Smith. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll come up 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Raiders.
Now Smith. Gets this one to Myers. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Slot man motioned over. Genty from the gun. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
A
talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Got a man over the middle, it's Bowers. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Las Vegas first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 44.
Give up the guts. It's Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Here comes play number 8 of the drive. 3rd and 1. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Making some progress here. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They took their shot on 4th and goal. Came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. Daniels on 1st down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Smith to the air now. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On the option, it's Genty. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
Ashton Genty, the ball carrier. He was brought
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Smith back to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To Trey Tucker. A gain of 9 yards. And the Raider first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
This is Genty on 2nd. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
41, Commanders 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action now with Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
Daniels going to keep it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 1-yard gain on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. They're set up at the 35 now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard
On
line.
1st down, here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Now 3rd down and 6.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Give here to Jensen. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, now Smith to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Raiders.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Counter give to Jensen. It's on the turf, ball's out, he lost it. And the Commanders make the recovery.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Robinson. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
16 yards. That's good for a Washington. First and 10 at the
From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Brings up second down.
Daniels gonna keep it. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Now here he goes again. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He's keeping it again, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. And that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Hits him on the out route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Another Washington first down.
From the red zone now. Completed left side to Samuel. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to stay at the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw, here's Daniels. And he will score, it's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders putting up points in a game decided. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Kate. And some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Shotgun give here to Genti. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now Smith taking off with it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Las Vegas.
They've got a man in motion. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Raiders looking at a 3-0 start to the season. They've got first down from the 31. And off to Genti. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
To Genti. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's third down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Pulled in by Myers. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. Fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Carlson's kick is good, and they push their lead to 23. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.